And well, a problem for the state JDS is in the offing. Reportedly, former MLA and JDS General Secretary Sunil Hedge might quit the party and join the BJP. It is learned that Sunil Hedge has called a meet today at the Ganesh Kalyana Mandap in Haliyal to discuss the same with his supporters. Maybe, of course, Sunil Hedge is not too happy with the performance of the JDS or believes that he doesn't have too big a role, but keeping in mind that he is the General Secretary of the party as well as a former MLA, this will be a big blow for the JDS party, and in all likelihood it is understood that he is going to think about joining the BJP, making the BJP camp that much more stronger. It is said that today he will be convening a meet with all the supporters to go ahead and take a concise decision on what next. Well, we're joined in by a former MLA and the JDS General Secretary, Mr. Sunil Hedge himself, over the phone lines. Mr. Hedge, first of all, are you really planning to quit the JDS and maybe join the BJP?
No, not yet decided.
Right.
Today we are having workers meeting. Workers have called meeting for me to decide today what to do next.
Right. Mr. Hedge, is there a reason, of course, that you're considering moving? Are you not happy with JDS? Do you believe that your role is very small?
No, my role is very small, I know, but in state leadership there is some problems. They are not concentrate on North Karnataka and North Kannada, Uttar Kannada district. They are only concentrating on Old Mysore area only. And they are giving scope to Old Mysore leaders only, not for North Karnataka leaders. So in MP elections, Shivanand Naik, our candidate, withdraws from the election. Then all party workers are totally demoralized in this party to continue. So they are called meeting on today 3 o'clock.
Right. So how many of you are in fact thinking about this? How many of you are meeting up today?
No, nearly 2,000 workers are gathering today.
Okay.
They are deciding what to do next, whether continue in JDS or quit the JDS.
Mr. Hedge, has the BJP camp reached out to you? Have you spoken to anyone from the state BJP?
Yeah, BJP state leaders already spoken to me. MP is in contact, and Goa CM Parikar is also in contact.
Right. Mr. Sunil Hedge, thank you so much for talking to News9 and taking us through exactly what is taking place. The former MLA, Mr. Sunil Hedge, who is part of the JDS, is stating that they're not too happy with the way the party is functioning and that the party does not give any sort of prominence to the North Karnataka leaders. He stated, of course, that they're yet to make a decision on this front, but today they are convening a meet to go ahead and take a concise decision. He's also stated that he has spoken to the state BJP. They've already gone ahead and welcomed him. So today, post the meeting, he will decide whether he is going to quit the JDS party and join the BJP. And of course, the JDS leader, Mr. Sunil Hedge, has quite clearly stated that he's not too happy with the way the party is functioning. He's also gone ahead and stated that the party is not going ahead and giving importance to North Karnataka leaders. My colleague Bansi joins us over the phone lines with more details. Bansi, we could look at this in two ways. One is a fallout simply because Mr. Sunil Hedge is not too happy with the way the JDS is performing, whereas the BJP is right on top at this point. Second is what he stated, that the JDS is not giving any sort of prominence to North Karnataka.
Well, on the second count, that could be a contentious issue, whether they're giving prominence to North Karnataka, but the first could be more plausible because when Sunil Hedge himself spoke to a channel, he said that he would call a meeting. When asked if he would join the BJP, he said he would call a meeting of his party workers and other supporters and then decide. Now, if he was not going to join, he would have said no and categorically denied it. But the very fact that he is saying that he would call a meeting of his party workers, supporters and other associates and decide it means that there is some truth in it. In any case, as the assembly begins, all of us journalists will be waiting to get a response from him. But just now what it looks like, Sunil Hedge, the former MLA from Halyal, let's remember that he was defeated by Deshpande now. So someone like Sunil Hedge, it would be this decision definitely coming as a surprise, because he's a senior leader in the party, someone who's also general secretary of the party, someone who's a very prominent leader in that local area. So his exit would definitely affect the party. Now we've seen a huge exodus from the JDS earlier. Let's remember, JDS has lost many leaders. If you look at their exodus over 2 decades, the party has lost any number of leaders. So it would be a big blow to the JDS. But something like this at this time, it is a little bit of a surprise. But
Right.
in fact, Nayak was chosen over Sunil Hedge. Sunil Hedge was seeking to be nominated from the party as MP, but Nayak was chosen. So it caused a little bit of heartburn there also, Akshita.
Right, Bansi, thank you so much for joining us with all those details.